Alright everyone, we're back with some more Field of Glory 2. This time we're playing the Ancients, and this is part of the same Wargaming Club tournament that we played last game. If you watched that, we played as the Lithuanians against the Teutonic Order with Lithuanian allies. It might have been flipped, but either way, we ended up making it through that round, which was honestly surprising because I'd never played a multiplayer match of Field of Glory 2 or Field of Glory 2 Medieval before. So this match will be, I think, a little bit different because the person we're playing is very, very good from what I can see. They have a lot of experience and a lot of wins in the club. So let's see how it goes. And you can see we got a bunch of hoplites, and that is because we are playing Spartan and Greek versus Archimenid Persians. And I already picked my Persian army. We'll be seeing that next. It's mostly cav and skirmishers. And this time we have to pick our Spartan with Greek allied army. So, knowing... Ooh, and it must be the same battlefield we used before. Yeah, we got open ground over there. Bunch of woods. So knowing what we know about what I picked, I would imagine that they're going to pick a very similar army. So first, as much cav as I can get, as much of these skirmishers as I can get. These Greek pelotists are actually really good. So are the light javelin men. Okay, so that's our start. We've already got a little bit of a army base right here, or at least an infantry base. So I'm not going to worry about getting too many more hoplites because I doubt they're going to be intentionally engaging them, especially from the front. So again, this is the Persians we're talking about. And if I were him, I would not pick a very big infantry line. In fact, you don't even have to create any infantry line. At least any medium or heavy infantry. And that's actually what I did. So in that case, we've got a bunch of these peltists we can grab. So let's make sure we grab as much of those guys as we can. Okay, so we've got as many skirmishers as we can possibly get, and as much cav as we can possibly get. Now, I think I want these massed peltists because they can do skirmishing, and I think that's pretty important for us. Alright, now we've still got 160 points worth. I definitely don't want raw hoplites. Sure, they're super cheap, but they break really quickly. Citizen hoplites, those guys aren't too great in my experience. So maybe I just stick with these veterans. I already got two. Let's see, let me whip my calculator out. So I've got 160 points left. How many of those guys can I get? I can only get two. And that's 132. Ooh. So if I do that, then I can't really afford anything else. And that's a lot of wasted points. Which I guess... What about these guys? 40, 80, 64. Oh, it's so close. Let's get rid of them. $34. I guess I can get one of these raw hoplites. And that would just be 4. Oh, I think that'll work. That should work. So what I'm probably going to do is try to anchor my line between those built up areas right there. And then if I need to, I guess I can fall back into that hill. So let's start moving my guys around. Let's get my raw hoplites. Maybe we can get them in the back. Where's my other hoplites? Okay, I might. Okay. Keep these guys in the back. Let's see, can they go in there without being... They can, nice. Okay, this is perfect. Keep them... No, let's keep them back here. Okay. Our cav gonna have up here. Nice. Should keep them all in the same spot. Light javs. Those guys are gonna be over here. Got a bunch more of these Greek peltists and a bunch of archers. Maybe I keep the Greek peltists. No, I should have some on each flank, I think. Yeah. Keep them back here. I wonder if they'll be able to see them. Okay, now all of our light infantry we can just have out here. That's all of our archers. Just sticking them out there for now. Our light javelin men probably want to keep a little closer to our lines. Like that. Here's the rest of our archers. How do I want to spread these guys out? Maybe like this. Like that. That should work. Okay. I think that'll work. Now we can add some generals. So where are my generals already? We got one guy who's basically in charge of the entire infantry line, and that's not going to work. We're going to want to break that up. Got some cav. We've got two generals on the field right now. We're going to want one general on each side. And then let's give them a roughly even amount. Oops. Okay, and we're going to want one more general. Maybe for all of these guys? There. And we can give one more general to someone, I think. Yeah. Now, normally I just assign my skirmishers to whatever of these lines. And I guess... I mean, these guys should probably be assigned to them as well. These guys I'll give their own general. Okay, now let's switch all of them to their command. Okay, he's got one. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I guess 6. Keep you guys there. Okay. Transfer the general right there, right into the middle. Same thing with you. Okay. Make sure all you are assigned. And yeah, let's keep them with these guys. And then you have all your own guys. There. Okay, that's good. I guess. You know what? Let's stick them with them. There we go. Alright, that should be good. That's our deployment. There you go. Good luck, have fun. Alright, now let's get into the meat of our next match. There it is. So again, it's 2 mirror matches. Same format as last time. Take a sip of my coffee. Okay. Alright, let's see what he's done. So Greek peltists, lots of peltists and javelin men. Some light horse. Ooh, he's gone with a mostly hoplite line, it seems. He might have hidden some stuff in that forest, so I just gotta be careful about that. Okay, I'm like deployed right there, basically. Okay, so let's check what he's got. Got a bunch of peltists. He's got the light jav horse. He did not grab the archers. He grabbed the slingers, but he left the archers at home. Interesting. He's got... Okay, he's got 3 infantry generals. He did bring all of the cav. He's got the massed Greek peltists and the massed Thracian peltists. That's normal. And he's got 1, 2, 3. 3 mercenary hoplites. 1, 2, 3 citizen hoplites. I think those are almost what he would have started with. He's got those Thracian peltists, and then he grabbed a lot of the veteran hoplites. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He grabbed almost as much of those as he could. So his army is going to be a lot smaller than mine, which is interesting. And hopefully that means I'll be able to envelop them. We'll see. Now for this army comp, I already picked these guys. I'll go through my army really quick. I grabbed a bunch of... I pretty much grabbed as many skirmishers as I could. So I grabbed these light horse, archers, and jav. I grabbed more on this side, more light horse. I grabbed a bunch of archers. My goal is basically just to skirmish him. I don't want to and outflank him. I don't want to give him a bunch of room to just get into that solid brawl, which is what he would... Looks like that's what he wanted to do. And those hoplites are very unmaneuverable. So we should be able to just defeat his cav if he lets us, if he brings them out and is aggressive with them. And we'll see what happens from there. Anyway, so I've got a bunch of slingers, a bunch of archers, some javs. I grabbed as much of this Iranian armored cav as I could, and some of just the normal Iranian cav. You can see their stats down on the bottom. These guys are all armored. They won't be taking much damage from missiles. These guys are just protected. And then I grabbed more Iranian armored and just Iranian cav. Some of those armored cav, these guys, they have bows. Here they are. They're armored bow cav. So like kind of a precursor to cataphracts. At least the bow cataphracts. So my goal is essentially just to outflank him with those guys, kind of pin him in place with a lot of my missile units, defeat his skirmishers with my skirmishers and my cav, and then get around his flanks and defeat him that way. We'll see how that goes. You can also see this part, I don't know, I saw someone do this online when I was watching some battles with these two types of armies. And with the Persians, if you go for this army comp, you don't always have enough room to get like another unit that you'd actually want to use. So what some people did is just pad their number percentages with these huge poorly armed rabble units. Each of them come with almost 1,000 men. Yeah, and that will actually help keep your overall army percentages low when you use a unit, when you lose a unit. So I don't know, if you think that is kind of like, I don't know, gamey or something, then let me know. I'm still pretty new to this, so I don't know what people do and what people don't do, like what's impolite to do. But anyway, let's continue. Move them up. He's got peltists, and his slingers just have a range of 2, so I don't know how far up he's going to want to push. Okay. Gonna want to make sure everyone stays in proper order once we start to get engaged, because when you do that group move command, it can sometimes mess your guys up. So anyway, everyone, that is what this game is going to be. I'm going to combine some of these videos so it's not just a bunch of little 10-minute videos at a time. This one I'll probably put out though. It's about 20 minutes. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Before this, you'll have seen a practice against, I think, a Leggett difficulty AI, where I actually played as the Spartans against the Persians, because I thought the Spartans would be a lot more difficult. They're the more difficult side to play in this match. And yeah, the AI brought a bunch of infantry to try to duke it out with my infantry, and the Spartan, these hoplites are just a lot better than what the Persians can bring. So I kind of learned my lesson from that, from the AI making a mistake I might have made, to not go toe to toe with them in the way they want to fight. Because yeah, these guys are made, this faction is made for this melee brawl. And these peltists hit really hard too, especially just against protected units. So that's another thing to note. But instead, I'm going to go for maneuverability and see if I can take them apart that way. But anyway, everyone, thanks for watching. Keep your eye out for these videos, because these will become a daily occurrence, or every other day, really. And yeah, we'll see. If you got any tips, let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.